Hello, my name is Dr. Wes Ryle, and I'm a member of the Math and Physics Department at Thomas More University. And this video will hopefully give you a brief overview of what we have to offer in terms of our physics programs here at Thomas More. First off, we have three different programs or three different tracks that you could take as a physics major here at Thomas More. The first is a Bachelor's of Science in Physics, and this is an ideal preparation for students who would want to go on to graduate school in physics or a related field. So if you wanted to get a master's in physics, or you wanted to get a PhD in physics, or even a master's or PhD in engineering, this could also be a possibility. We also offer a Physics BA, a Bachelor's of Arts in Physics, and this is typically ideal for students who want to enter the workforce immediately after graduating from Thomas More. And it's also useful because it's a more flexible program in case you have interest in fields that might be tied to physics but not necessarily pure physics itself. And so, for example, biophysics or biomedical physics would be an option where you could pursue the BA and customize your plan in order to pursue whatever field you wanted to. The third option is our pre-engineering program, also known as a dual degree program, because you'll spend some time here at Thomas More, but then you'll also transfer to an engineering school of your choice. At the end of your time at Thomas More and then at the engineering school, you'll end up with 2 degrees, a Bachelor's of Science in Physics from Thomas More and a Bachelor's of Engineering from the engineering school. This is, of course, ideal for students who have a general interest in engineering, might not be able to decide exactly what field of engineering they want to go into. And it's also useful if you want to have that small program environment, because most traditional engineering schools are very, very large population schools where you might kind of get lost in a crowd. And so if you're looking for that small university field but still want to do engineering, our pre-engineering program is a good option. Now, in terms of those options that we just mentioned, physics or engineering, this gives an idea of the types of employment that physics bachelors go into. You can see that the majority of physics bachelors actually end up going into engineering. And so even if you do know that you want to be an engineer, getting a bachelor's in physics is not necessarily a bad idea. And we've had multiple students who have gotten a bachelor's in physics here from Thomas More and then gone on to get a master's degree in engineering at another institution. You can also see that physics and computer and information systems actually go hand in hand, and a lot of students end up going into computer and information systems or other types of STEM jobs, STEM meaning science, technology, engineering, and math. One of the things that we usually like to point out to our students is that if you can handle a physics major as an undergraduate, chances are you can pretty much handle anything, and people are willing to employ you because they understand that you have taken on a very tough major. Another valid question is, what does a typical physics bachelor earns? And so this compares physics bachelors to many other different types of bachelors in terms of their earning power. Notice that computer science is at the top, but engineering, mathematics, and physics, all of which you'll be getting a detailed look at as part of our programs, are the second, third, and fourth in terms of earning power for a bachelor's degree. Also, if you wanted to pursue a higher degree than just a bachelor's, of course your earning potential increases. And so if you're at the level of a physics PhD, you are at the point where you might be earning 6 figures as an earning salary. Physics masters, certainly higher than an undergraduate degree, but even the undergraduate degree coming in at a very decent starting salary. Examples of what some of our current graduates are doing: we have a couple of students that are pursuing PhDs at Ohio University and University of Kentucky. We've had previous master's students and PhD students at the University of Cincinnati. Some of our graduates have even gone on to be high school physics instructors in the area. And as an example, one is a physics instructor at the Notre Dame Academy. We have some students who actually did the dual degree program and ended up with an electrical engineering bachelor's of science, as well as a couple of students who got a bachelor's in science of physics at Thomas More and then went on to get a master's of civil engineering. Just some other really quick notes. I am actually an astronomer, even though I've got a background in physics as well. And one thing I should mention is that we have an observatory on campus, currently known as the BB&T Observatory. And that is a place where our physics majors often do a lot of research as well as public outreach activities. And so if you have an interest in astronomy, a physics major could be for you. We've had students go on travel as part of their research programs. This is a couple of students that I took to Flagstaff, Arizona to observe at Lowell Observatory, but we've also had students as part of their research projects end up going to California. We had just presented in St. Louis over the summer, and so travel opportunities related to research are definitely a possibility. Finally, we do have an active club, the Math and Physics Club, and since we're such a small department, it means that we get to know our students very well, and so you're going to have one-on-one personal relationships with the other students in the program, and also importantly, you're going to have one-on-one relationships with the faculty in the program, and so we get to know our students very well, and we also know how to have a good time in addition to doing all the hard work. If you have any further questions about the physics programs at Thomas More, please feel free to contact me or anyone else in the department.